these topics. Alright? That's important. It's repetitive. It's mundane. It's very important. Alright. Let's keep going here. Let's keep pasting for every one of these. For every topic, for every response. And as you do this, you'll start to see on your top column, you'll start to see those filling up with more information, because you'll see the condition columns filling up, which is good. Alright, so now we're going to the last one, which is songs, and we're going to go ahead and keep copying these conditions, or this one condition. Now what's cool, just a little tip, you can create a radio station that will comment on the various stages of quests, for the mission quests. Like in my Joey's mod, in the Joey's Surplus and radio, I added a few conditions regarding some of the Paradise Falls quests and actually the pit. So if the player had completed the pit as a good guy, then Joey had something to say to the player, because he was kind of mad because him and Asher conduct business together and the player killed Asher. So alright, so last thing is for the radio hello. You're going to want to click random for all of these so that these are randomized. For each one, for each greeting. Alright, and the same for the intros. And then again, you'll see for each one of your responses on the top column, you'll start to see the flags fill in, which say R, which means random. Alright. Now, the songs, I'm not going to click random because I'm going to set them to be linked from the song intro. So in other words, if I selected the songs to be random, I could have an intro for the Riverboat Shuffle play, and then after that, the Minor Swing might play. So we want to have consistency there. If the DJ says, "Hey, coming up next is Minor Swing," we want Minor Swing to play after that. So I'm going to go ahead and not check off random for those. Right. Okay, so that's that part. I'm going to go ahead and cut the tape and start the last part of the tutorial. Alright, this should be the last part of the tutorial. I know that the last little part lasted 20 minutes, so that'll be parts 4 and 5. I didn't realize it was going to be this long, but this is a more in-depth tutorial than the previous radio tutorial that I've used. Alright, so we've got our radio hello, song intros. We're going to work with the songs, okay? Now, like I said earlier, the same technique that you use to import the songs, you will use for getting the greetings and the song intros. Alright, so we're gonna get the songs imported, and then I'm gonna show you how to properly link these 3 topics. Alright, so first of all, have 2 directories open. You're gonna want the voice directory from Fallout 3, which is your Fallout 3 data sound voice directory. You want that open, and then you also want a folder with all of your songs in it. So here's how this works. Go to your first song. In my case, it's Climax Rag, and make sure that you only have one voice type assigned. And go ahead and click record. Alright, Now when you go to your voice directory, you'll see a wave file there, and it's titled temp. Alright, so what you're going to do is go to your folder where your sound files are, and you're going to want to rename it to temp.wave. Alright, and then you're just going to drag and drop that into your data sound voice directory, and it'll ask you if you want to overwrite the current temp wave. You're going to select yes. So once you do that, you can preview it in your response and make sure that it's right. Alright, so what just happened is I previewed it. Sorry that was loud. And it was correct, so I clicked save, and it told me cannot create a facial animation, which is fine. I just clicked yes through that, and then I clicked OK. Alright, so now just to make sure that that worked, go to your data sound voice directory, and you should see an ESP folder that has the name of your plugin, .esp. When you go into there, you'll see the voice type of your NPC that you assigned, and then in here, in that folder, you'll see the wave of the song that you just imported. Alright, so one thing, just a point of performance note, once you import something, like I dragged and dropped the song into my data sound voice folder and overwrote the existing temp wave, what I do now is I go back and rename it to what it originally was, which was the climax rag, and move it back into my folder where all my music is. Alright, so now when you go to the next song, which in my case is the tiger rag, you don't have to press record every time, as long as you rename the file that you're importing to temp.wave. The GEC will import it. Alright, so let's go ahead and do that now. Rename to temp.wave and move it into here, and as you can see, let me turn the speakers down a little.